Hello and welcome to Dungeons and Dragons: A Darkened Wish, the series. This is episode 6, Twinfinity in D&D Beyond. I'm naming it that because they didn't think I would, and I did. As you might notice, you're probably accustomed to seeing us all in the lovely Q Time studio, broadcasting side by side, but we had already made a decision amongst ourselves that we were going to broadcast remotely, and as of the time of this broadcast, about an hour ago, the announcement went out that everyone in California was locked down anyway, so you might just say we're advanced in the fact that we're doing it this way. But again, I would just invite you wherever you are. Hopefully you are safe. Hopefully you have everything you need. Just try and stay calm. Remember to love each other. And at some point in the fullness of time, I think we will look back on this and not necessarily laugh, but as a interesting experience that we all shared together. So just support each other. Know that you're not alone because we are all still very much together, even though we might be physically separated. Now, with that being said, let's meet our heroes, but I will introduce them here. First, we have Miss Mayleigh Damage playing Helene.
Hi there, guys.
We have Sam Leve as Aiden.
Hey there, how's it going?
We have Mix Genie as both Karrin and Kerrin.
Hi, everyone.
The lovely Lavender, and tell me if I'm saying the color wrong, Alcuin Gersh as Rayonde.
I don't know. It's pretty purple. But yes, nice to see everybody.
Yes. I'm going to alternatively blame both my screen and my shoddy vision.
I mean, it could be my camera.
And last, but certainly not least, Mr. D'Artagnan Mattaliano as Zander.
Hello. Love everyone.
As independent content creators, now more than ever, we rely on the generosity and support of viewers like you, both in the form of your bits and tips given directly to Q Times, but also in the form of supporting of our sponsors. Again, first and foremost, thank you to Q Times for even making this possible. Even though we're doing this remotely, they're still hooking this up for us. There is D&D Beyond, which is a digital tool set, the official digital tool set and game companion for Dungeons and Dragons that will give you everything you need, almost everything you need to play the game, and maybe in the fullness of time, now that the dev update is released soon, honestly, everything you're going to need. It's got spells, character builder, ability trackers. It's got the new Wildmount supplement is available through D&D Beyond, so definitely check it out. It makes everything much, much easier, especially when you're under circumstances like this. Dogmite, not games. You know what? I'm going to change my own notes because I always say the wrong thing because I got the wrong thing written. Dogmite makes kick-ass gaming gear for all your tabletop needs. You know what? This is like the 10th time I've given the Dogmite promo, and it just occurred to me that thing that I've been saying all this time is the words they gave me. It is Dogmite Games. Aha! But they make a ton of kick-ass gaming gear for all your tabletop needs. They've got 30 beautiful DM screens. You can order custom ones. I very much miss mine, but if I tried to set it up while we were streaming like this, it would have looked like a screen up to my nose there. But do visit dogmite.com to get something special and dope just for you. Level Up Dice. I'm partnering with Level Up Dice. They create custom high-quality luxury gaming accessories. They make dice out of almost any material that you can imagine, and I'm pretty sure if you order something custom, maybe they will make it out of anything you can imagine, within reason. But please do visit Level Up Dice. I think my link is bit.ly/LUD B Dave Walters. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's it. And if not, hey, just go to levelupdice.com. That's what's really important. And last but certainly not least, Games for Love, which is a 501c3 kindness-oriented charity that helps bring fun and gaming experiences to children that might be in the hospital or in medical care, which is obviously important now more than ever. And also using games to raise funds, have events to increase the standard of care that children are experiencing all over the world. So please visit gamesforlove.org to find out more. Now, on with our story. When last we met, our young adventurers had made their first entrance into Waterdeep, the City of Splendors. They had made their way through in the pursuit of a bounty over one of their most hated foes, Molt, the Aarakocra. But now, in the fullness of time, the pendulum has swung, and their hated enemy is now public enemy number one because she has a bounty of 10,000 gold on her head. They are competing with other members of the White Sails who also disembarked from the ship trying to find them. But our heroes got a head start and made it to the yawning portal to try and look around and find out some information potentially about Molt's whereabouts. But instead of doing that, a certain red-headed wizard jumped down the portal to the Underdark without really checking whether or not it had anything to do with Molt. And the game was afoot. Our heroes did encounter a Goliath and his dwarven associates down there, and a scrying, I believe, was performed of Molt's whereabouts to see that she was in the city of Skullport, to which the shortest but by no means easiest route was directly carving your way through the Underdark. And that was the path that our heroes had embarked upon at the end of our last episode. Now, you all are on the other side of probably 4 of the hardest hours of your entire life. You are beaten, bruised, sore, filthy, as your weapons and even your bare hands are covered with the blood and guts and bits of every manner of creature that you sincerely hope for the rest of your life that you will never see again. And you all have a moment to collapse for a short rest in a cavern in this godforsaken, horrific cave system. What would you all like to do?
Ooh, this is a lot, guys. Are we there? Are we almost there yet? What's that scry say?
I mean, we can do it again if that's what you would like for us to do. But I think we're probably getting pretty close.
You know that we just lost a while D'Artagnan's internet connection. I'm sure he will return as soon as possible. And Xander will rejoin us. You all know that based on the previous scrying attempt that was made, you are probably getting closer. You're nearing what looked like some sort of major underground sea of some sort. It was kind of difficult to see, but you're approaching the area where you saw those robed people with the tentacles hanging out from under their robes. But past them was Skullport.
I think from here we probably need to be a little bit careful. Is it okay for me to make some sort of check to see if we're familiar with what those tentacled creatures might be?
Absolutely, and it helps if I'm unmuted when I'm talking to you. Yes, any
I
of
would
you.
like to do the same.
Yes, you are all worldly people. You can make either Arcana or History or Nature checks, pending which one of those is the highest for you.
23.
22.
Both of you have heard stories, all 3 of you, Karrin, Kerrin, and Helene, have heard stories of tentacled monsters that dwell in the Underdark who crush and enslave anyone that they possibly can. They are a horrific race of creatures that didn't even originate on this plane but seek to conquer all of it, known as the Alithids, or more colloquially, mind flayers.
Karrin, Kieran, do we have to go like through them, like past them to like get where we're going, or is there any other way around? Or I mean, like, I'm all for an adventure and stuff, but I don't know, that they seem like they're on kind of another level, and maybe we should just take that on like another time to try and get where we're going.
I think that the best thing to do is simply try to be as quiet as possible while we go through. I don't think that we can just avoid it altogether, unfortunately. That's what the scry told us when we did it. So, unfortunately, I think the answer might be no. I mean, we could send someone ahead to see if there's another path.
Quiet as possible. That is definitely me.
I think that's a good plan because I jingle, so I don't know how stealthy I can actually be.
I don't know. I think I'd like to go with you, Aiden. I can be quiet too, as you know.
You think you can keep up with these extraordinary skills?
I know I can. And it'll be good training for my rematch.
Challenge accepted.
Both of you give me your stealth rolls. If I'm hearing correctly, it is Aiden and Rayonde's goal to sort of somewhat sneak ahead.
27.
Karrin and Kerrin, you know the way that you've led them theoretically cut a half a day to a day's travel through the Underdark off. You took them a rougher way that is going to require scaling an underground waterfall and kind of edging along the shore of this sunless sea down here, but it should get you to Skullport almost as fast, or maybe even faster than if you'd gone over the surface. Hard to say.
When looking for another path, if you find anything that is safe, just be aware that it will probably take us a lot more time to get to where we want to go.
That was a 27 for Rayonde. What was that for you, Aiden?
That was a 22 for me.
You all are like ghosts as you move forward. Rayonde, you're like a ghostier ghost, though. Like, you know, you every once in a while you hear like a splash or a twist of Aiden's boots on the sticky, wet cave floor. For you, it's like you do not exist at all, gliding through there. Both of you, as you make your way around, you start to hear rushing water coming from somewhere, but a lot of rushing water.
All right. I guess we go towards that. But before we get any closer, Aiden, I wanted to ask you, how do I show someone that I care about them in a way?
Buddy, I think you're great. You have a lot of nice qualities, but it's never going to be. I'm just too much man for you.
Yes, indeed. And I too much dragon for you, because
now, hey there, hey.
You know that's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
People look to me to have the right words or wisdom, but when I'm around her, I can't think clearly.
Well, then you don't have to use the best words. You just have to use the true ones. I mean, you could trip over yourself and fall in front of you. Should think it's charming.
Oh, well, that sounds very embarrassing, actually.
Nah, because you know what that would be for you, Rayonde? You'd be falling for her. And you did.
You are the cheesiest person I think I have ever met.
That's because cheese is delicious, and I need you to respect it.
But you are right. You are the correct kind of cheese.
Yeah.
You know, even though I hate to do it, we are what we are, and I'm going to have to give you inspiration for that, Aiden.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so now that my problem is solved completely, and
Totally.
everything's going to go great in that regard. I've also been thinking we need some sort of cover story if we're caught. Skullport is a pirate's port, a slaver's port. So, I guess what would be a good cover story for us? What if we run into people? Why are we down here?
Pirates, I guess.
Okay, I mean,
we're rough and tumble folk.
we technically are pirates to a degree.
Mercenaries, thank you.
Corsairs, perhaps. We have a charter. We have the white sails.
Yeah.
All right.
Corsair. I like that.
In the process of maintaining this identity, we may have to do a bit of acting. So if you see me behaving in a way which seems unlike myself, know that the words I'm saying are not true, and I don't believe that people should be treated that way.
Okay. You should know, though, I'm gonna be exactly as honest as I always am.
Make it work. Make it work. All right, are you ready? Let's go check out that water sound.
All right.
Both of you give me your perception checks.
19 for me.
All right.
Also for me.
You all make your way up ahead a little bit, and you can see some ways off a waterfall erupting out of the rocks, just a torrent of water pouring down, which is what the twins told you they saw in their scrying, that would be the way. You do see such a thing.
But no tentacled men.
Not so far.
All right,
No illicit.
Not so far.
All right. Maybe we should climb, but leave a rope in case we fall.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. This looks pretty slippery. And, fall is in the name.
Yes. Well, I have some pitons, and I think these are called crampons. There's a lot of ons in climbing gear, but
Yeah, climb on.
yeah, let's climb on.
That's it.
Both of you give me wisdom saves.
That's never my favorite thing to hear.
Because that's what happens.
I got a 17.
I also got a 17.
Oh,
Okay.
in sync.
It's true. You all are.
Wise men say.
It's true. You are functioning like a well-trained unit as you make your way down the ropes. Meanwhile, Xander, you also give me a wisdom save.
It's a 5.
Okay. Xander, as you're standing here in this cave, beaten and bruised, looking down at your weapon, slightly lost, with Karrin, Kerrin, and Helene here, sort of bandaging themselves up and getting ready to move. What's Xander thinking about?
What's Xander thinking about?
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of dedicated to protecting these people that he kind of considers his family now, and he's worried about Aiden. He's worried about Rayonde. He seems off lately. Karrin and Kerrin are always dear friends to him. He just wants to get their names right, just once, So stuff like that. Helene is always on his mind, but in a different way. He's constantly going in between a family and like crush almost. So that's that's what he's thinking about.
While you're sitting here, cleaning your blade, checking your gear, and those thoughts are tumbling through your mind, you hear, "There's a way for you, boy. There's a way for you to see all of your family safely through this and give all of them a place in this world."
Hello? Who is this?
I'm your friend.
Yeah. Friends don't normally just whisper it to me in the shadows. Where are you?
Everywhere.
Comforting. What's this way you're speaking of?
Come towards the water and I'll show you, boy. There's still time.
Can I trust you?
Yes.
I figured you would say that. I'm gonna walk towards the water.
Karrin, Kerrin, Helene, you all see Xander stands up and starts heading off in the direction that you assume Aiden and Rayonde went. They're really quick. Like, you were just looking right at them, and then they just sort of weren't there. But you think they went that way.
Hey, Zander, are you following the other two?
Where are you going?
I'm just gonna check some things out real quick. Don't. It's fine. I'll be fine. I just need to clear my head a little bit.
Hey, before you go, real quick, and Helene will reach out and touch Xander, and she will hit him with gaseous form.
Xander, as you look down, your body becomes semi-transparent. You're still roughly in the shape that you were, but you are clearly made out of mist. Helene, you as the caster, what color mist do you make him?
Oh, green, because that one's always Aiden's favorite as well. So just when he gets to Aiden, they'll have a little laugh.
Glad to see all these years, and you guys are still 8 years old. Yes, she turns you into a giant fart cloud. Yeah.
Perfect. Luckily, everything smells like farts down here, so I don't feel like I would notice the difference.
The twins don't understand this joke, so they kind of just tilt their head quizzically at the green cloud.
That's why methane and sulfur, Karrin and Kerrin. It makes no sense, but that was her choice. Hey.
I make my way down to the water.
Yeah. It is much easier now in this form because you are somewhat incorporeal, so that you find yourself. It's actually like slightly refreshing, sort of floating through these holes, the caves like this, leaving
things happening.
Karrin, Kerrin, and Helene alone.
Yeah.
Are we sure he's going to be okay? Do you think we should have let him go off on his own?
No, I think we should probably follow close behind. Just a little bit of a head start. I don't know. I feel like Rayonde's been acting a little weird too. At first, I thought it was just because he had a crush on me, which I hope is the case. But I think on top of that, there might be, I don't know, there's something else. I get a strange feeling, but
Rayonde definitely likes you.
You think?
Oh, we know.
Good. That makes me very happy. That makes up for the fact that we are very injured and surrounded by stinky stuff. So I that is an ultimate good feeling that I have right now. And now I have a little bit of hope that just a lot of things. And when we go home, I'll have something to tell the family about. Maybe I'll ask him out on a date, maybe a thing, and then.
Can we ask you for some advice?
Always.
So we were talking to Aiden earlier, well, a few hours ago, before we came down here, about something we found out about him, and he didn't seem to believe us.
What'd you find out?
We think we know where he came from, or at least what he is. And he told us to stop joking around with him.
And what was that?
Well, we were talking to the bartender, and apparently, well, he might be an angel.
An angel.
Or descended from, at least.
Oh, like how the other ones were descendants. Oh.
But he didn't believe us.
Well, you know, if you use it, I'd say it's a far-fetched. But it makes sense though.
Have you seen him, though? He's definitely an angel. He's so beautiful.
I agree. And you two look very cute together.
Kerrin goes very, very bright red. I don't think I understand what you mean. And Karrin just sort of gives Kerrin the same look you're giving them.
Then why do you match my hair?
Karrin is giggling. Kerrin is just continuing to blush.
That's what I thought. All right, we should go follow this one before we end up toe to toe with those illithid guys.
Yes, please. Can we go now, Kerrin? Shut up.
Karrin, Kerrin, and Helene, all give me wisdom saves, please.
That's a 10.
Oh, I got 8.
Great. No problem. No problem at all. All right. Meanwhile, as you all, both Rayonde and Aiden, give me athletics checks.
Can I use acrobatics?
You can.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
You can.
That's a natural 1 for me.
That would be a 19 from your good sir right here. So maybe
Scramble.
enough to help.
Scramble. Rayonde starts plummeting. I will give you one chance, Aiden, to try and catch him before he plummets down towards the water.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
a big old 1 from him.
Acrobatics, dex save, what do you need?
Give me another acrobatics check.
All right, I'm on it.
For the record, a house rule that we play with is a 1 is always a failure and a 20 is always a success, even on skill checks.
24 feels pretty good, right?
You are able to catch him,
Buddy.
but like by the foot. Like it's awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It turns out that muscle weighs a lot, and I do not have that particular problem.
Yeah, it's like he's made out of concrete. It is.
He's so buff.
Rayonde, while you're dangling, give me your perception check, but with disadvantage.
I'm holding you and you're looking around.
I got a 9 on my lower one.
You don't see anything, but now you can give me an athletics check as well to see if you can kind of like steady yourself.
That's a natural 20.
You tell me, dangling there from 1 foot, kind of next to this rope, how does Rayonde write this?
I just start running up the wall. I'm going to use my unarmored movement improvement to basically just run up the wall.
Well, your goal is to go down towards the water, so you're going to run down towards the water, or yeah, right,
Yeah. But I'm running along the surface of the wall.
Okay. Like sort of like the bowl type thing, kind of down at an angle type thing.
Yeah, like in a spiral.
Right. All right. Yes, Aiden. You see he sort of squirms a bit and then just like starts running down the edge of the wall.
Yeah, just real fancy, like he didn't need me helping him save him from a waterfall. I mean, I will proceed to make my way down without fancy movement, just with my own incredible panache and charm.
Aiden,
Yeah.
give me an intelligence save.
Sure. Oh, hey. 22.
A moment later, you hear in your mind again. You are something unique out here. You might yet be of some use. That elf cares about you deeply. Don't you want them to be safe? Don't you want them to know their place?
Yeah, none of the elves in my life should ever have to know their place, so I'm gonna go with you've got the wrong guy. Please relocate yourself into an alternative mind space and have a nice day, goodbye forever.
Remember that I did ask nicely. Remember, I gave you a chance to save them.
Well, that's disquieting. And I'm gonna have to remember that from the pile of pieces of whatever you are when I find you for threatening my friends. So, say your goodbyes, squid kiss your whatever, 'cause I'm coming for you. Whoever you are.
Such spirit, such bravery. It will be delicious.
I get that a lot.
Zander, as you are breezing your way through the caves, realizing that this being so light and athletic, is this what Aiden feels like all the time? Like, it's just like, You also give me an intelligence save.
That is 14.
As you are floating through the cave, you feel like thunder goes off in your mind. And you hear, yes, you are mine now. And Zander, you turn and you see just in the shadows a robed person whose face you can't quite make out, but a row of tentacles hangs out from under it. And it says, deliver the others down to the shore. Do not deviate. Do not fail. Zander, you are under the effect of Dominate Monster, and you absolutely will deliver the others to the shore. You will not deviate. You will not fail.
All right. So then, yeah, just yes, whatever you say. I will deliver them to the shore.
And a few moments later, Karrin, Kerrin, and Helene do catch up, bound by their mortal legs because, bipeds are BS. We've learned this. They do catch up to you, and you all see gaseous Xander floating in the hallway.
Xander, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Where are the others? Where's Aiden and Rionde?
I mean, I thought that's where you were going. I thought you were following them.
Yes, that is what I'm doing. We should find them.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Does he seem different to you, Kerrin?
Yeah, a little bit more smiley and a lot more creepy than usual.
I can hear you guys. Yeah, I'm fine. There's nothing to worry about.
The voice in your head, Xander, says, "Tell them it's because you're made of farts now. They'll think that's humorous."
It's because I'm made of farts now.
That checks out. All right. We should probably go find the others. I guess. Was there another path around here?
All of you, Helene, Karrin, Kerrin, and Zander, can give me perception checks.
16.
Let's see what the
26?
15.
Karrin and Kerrin, you all are certain you hear water falling up ahead, which is what you saw in your scrying.
I think we're close to the waterfall now.
Perfect.
We should go that way as quietly as possible.
Yes.
I agree.
As you all are heading that way, Rayonde, you are light footing your way down the wall towards the shore, and it is coming into view that it is a vast sunless sea. That it could be a lake. As far as you can tell, even from this great height, you cannot see where it ends, though. And the roof of the cavern goes up higher than your eyes can see. And you also hear in your mind, Rayonde, actually, give me another intelligence or wisdom save. Sorry, wisdom save.
16.
What's Rayonde thinking about as he's making his way down this hill?
I need to keep moving. If I slow down, I'll fall. If I get to the bottom, then I can make sure it's safe, and I'll call out to Aiden. And then we'll take it from there.
Such dedication. I would not have expected it from a red dragonborn. You are a credit to your kind.
You are an uninvited guest in my mind.
You are an uninvited guest in my domain.
I have no interest in anything that you're involved in. I'm just looking for a bounty.
Oh, are you so sure, young one? Perhaps I can offer you that and more.
I don't bargain with people who won't show themselves to me.
Oh, you'll see me soon enough. You're on your way now.
Well, till then.
You know they don't have to die. Helene doesn't have to die.
Okay.
I
concur.
You can save them all.
I will, but I won't do it alone. I have my friends here with me.
But who will save them if you don't?
They're all strong. Each one of us is capable of saving all of the rest.
And you hear this horrible, almost like choking, clicking noise, even in your mind. And it's like, come along then, Dragonborn. Karrin, Kerrin, Aiden, and Gash's Xander, you all do make yourself your way to the waterfall, and you see the rope that is tied off. Give me a perception check, and Aiden, you can as well.
That's a
22?
12 for me.
That was a what for Karrin, Kerrin?
12.
What for Aiden?
22.
All right. And Xander? We lost your mic there, Xander. You just getting static now. I don't know what happened, but I can hear you.
Would you like one from Helene as well?
Yes, please.
$13.
You all sort of look down and it just plunges into darkness. But Aiden, from where you are looking up, you can see all of them. As you are climbing down the rope.
So I'm not fancy like Helene, but I do know how to at least have. Well, I have like this one trick that I can do. I've been able to do it since I was pretty little, and I want to cast light on a rock and toss it up their way.
Even when the light lights up in Aiden's hand, you guys see it and you toss it, and then it falls back down, and you see it lighting up the waterfall all the way down, and then it sort of disappears in the mist of what you think must be near the bottom. A few more feet.
Guys,
I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but we think that maybe we're not alone.
no.
Something like that. What do you see down there?
A long way down, and the squid guys got in my head, so be careful. I pushed him out because I am strong of will and have excellence and stuff, but they threatened you, so be careful. Be really, really careful.
What did it sound like?
Behind you in the cave,
Creepy.
those of you that are still at the top of the cave, you hear a skittering noise. Like echoing from behind you.
You guys hear that?
Yeah, we hear that. That doesn't sound like a good thing.
No, not at all. And Helene will also pick up a rock and cast light on it to get a better look at what's around them.
Do you like toss it back the way you came or just kind of hold it up?
I'll hold it up.
When you do, it's sort of the light in all directions casts almost like what's at the very edge of it in almost deeper shadows. And you don't see anything innately.
And I'll toss it back the way we came.
All right. You toss it and you see just at the edge of it. Oh, whoa. Nothing. I rolled 2 dice. That's 2 20s. You don't see anything. D'Artagnan, let's see if we can hear you now. Good job. Still just getting feedback from you, Brosif. I don't know what happened. We had you, and now we don't. Again, sorry, you all. We are working this out in real time, so we're making do, and who knows, the setup next week might be completely different because it's uncharted territory for everybody. Yes, but you definitely hear something down there. Also, I'm glad I got those 2 20s out of the way before you guys fought anything. See, look at that. Like, fate's on your side. Yeah, but you definitely hear motion in the direction of where you just came from. You don't see anything, but you hear it.
Is there a good ledge that I can kind of post up until they make their way down to me and I can maybe cover them a little with my short bow?
Give me another athletics or acrobatics check to see if you can sort of post up somewhere.
Natural 20.
Yeah, no, easily.
Yeah. Maybe I am as fancy as Rayonde.
Mm-hmm. You tell me, knowing that you're sort of dangling from the rope at the base of this sort of like cave waterfallish type thing, how with a 20 you can do basically whatever you want. How does Aiden position himself there?
I'm gonna just take a separate little length of rope, and it's actually just looped around my ankle, and so I can short bow in all directions and take a look around, and hands free.
You can give me a perception check also, now that you have this higher vantage point.
That's 19.
As you're sort of kind of dangling there, looking up to cover your friends, and you look down, and you kind of catch the faintest glimpse of Rayonde as he's kind of like, at an angle, making his way down the wall of the cave there, which again is weird, shouldn't be possible. Another unfair, Dragonborn thing. Like, I mean, like he gets to look that cool and like do stuff like that, but like whatever, whatever.
Hacks,
Yeah.
exploits, cheats.
If you're into that, right? You catch the faintest glimpse, you swear, of a group standing on the shore of the sea. It's hard to tell because it's black down here. You get the ambient glint of like moss and lichen here and there. So it's not absolutely just pitch black, but I mean it's dark. So it's difficult to know that you like, did I see what I think I saw?
How far away?
What's your movement, Rayonde?
Oh, geez. It's a lot. 50 feet is my speed.
Yeah. He's made it about 250 feet or so by now, but he's going out as well as down, whereas you're going more down. So he's a ways already.
All right, but that's on the longer increment of my short bow. I want to cast light on an arrow and then shoot in the direction that I saw. Try to get a little bit better visibility on this.
All right, let's try this uno mas, by the way. Let's see, can we hear you, Xander?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Perfect. Perfect.
Fantastic.
D'Artagnan, while you're standing there and you hear the skittering in the cave as well, the voice in your mind is like, tell them to go down. It isn't safe up here.
We need to go down. It's not safe up here.
Okay, look, if we're gonna meet up with the others, everyone get close. And she'll cast Featherfall on all of them so they can jump over the side.
I, because I am kind, will say that Aiden is within range to hit with if you decide. Do you have enough targets? Are you going to cast it at a level where you could Featherfall our rogue boy?
I believe even at first level, it says choose up to 5 falling creatures. So I'm going to cast it at the first level and hit all of us.
Yes.
Can Karrin run a real quick insight check on Zander?
Sure.
That's going to be 24.
He's definitely seems like just stressed out in a way that he's not usually.
All right, Karrin's just going to keep an eye on Xander for now.
And does Helene Leroy Jenkins off the side? Are you self-yeeting yourself off the side?
Yes, 100%. She's just going to run for it.
Because of your gaseous form, Xander, you can fly. Helene steps off. Aiden, you feel the weightlessness come over you as you see them come bounding downward. Rayonde, you see an arrow whiz past you, and when you turn and look back, you see them gliding down.
That's one way to do it.
Give me your perception check again, Rayonde.
23.
When you're like, that's one way, and you turn and look forward again, the arrow flies forward, and there's dozens of people standing on the shore, just standing there, right in the direction you're headed.
I draw my weapon, and I narrow my eyes, and I continue running directly towards them with my
Everything
weapon.
collapses over your eyes.
Yes.
Helene, while you're feather falling down, you hear in your mind, impressive magic. Imagine what you could accomplish with a proper teacher.
Oh, you're that weird voice Aiden was talking about.
Weird is relative.
Well, I don't know you.
Would you like to?
I find that usually people worth making friends are people that have the courage to, come out and talk face to face, say hello, shake hands.
In this cruel world, people make so many judgments. People look at you and assume things. They never give you a chance. Just like Rayonde, they all hate him for what he is. I found it's just safer this way. Maybe you could help me.
Can I insight check the voice?
You try. Aiden, just for my own edification, when the feather fall hits, does Aiden kind of let go of the rope and feather fall as well, or do you kind of keep shimmying as you see the others dropping?
30-20.
I'm shimmying. The fact that I saw that big crowd of so-and-sos over there is giving me a bit of disquiet, and I want to keep vantage point over my friends for just a little while longer, and then eventually I'll uncoil from the rope, and you push off, and then you'll go down, but also you go out, and like it'll be
Yeah, you're like you're like combat Mary Poppins.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Aiden, give me an intelligence save.
All right. 18 on the dice plus 6 is 24.
All right. Nope, you are all good.
Neutral. It's fine.
All the cool kids are. All the cool kids are. All right. Helene, you hear inside, don't worry. Soon we will have all the time in the world for your training.
What's your name?
You get just a glimpse, Helene, in your mind that flashes through in a second. It is a twisting, curling blackness that is truly, genuinely unspeakable. That's my name.
Gotcha. Whatever you're offering at the moment, I think I need some time to think about for right now.
I'm offering you the dragon's life. Look at him. He's delivering himself to me now. And you can see Rayonde is like descended towards the shore and is like, his death is imminent. Only you can Stop it.
I don't believe you. Rayonde's very strong, and he can take on whatever you are and will rip you to shreds. I don't have to make some crazy deal with you to protect him. He's perfectly capable of protecting himself, especially with the rest of us here.
Your faith is a weakness, one that you will soon regret. Rayonde, as you run forward, as you gather on the beach, you do see there are dozens of people standing on the beach, but they're just standing there. There's every manner of creature you can imagine. There's humans, there's bizarre pale dwarves with white glassy eyes. There are jet black gnomes and even darker skinned elves with white hair. And all of them have pale, hollow eyes. Even as you're running, you can see them. You know they can see you. They're just standing there looking at you. And they go up and down the shore as far as you can see in both directions. Goblins, kobolds, everything.
All right, am I on this beach now?
Yeah. You could land kind of safely, out of arm's reach. Like you could like plunge into them if it were your wish, or you can kind of like land sort of at the base of the wall.
I'm going to stop at the edge of the wall, but my eyes are fixed on them.
And they all turn and look at you. Like they all rotate and just stare. And they open their mouths and they all speak at exactly the same time in completely different voices. But it's like a deafening, terrible chorus that all of you can hear, even as you are feather falling down. And it's like, this doesn't have to be your death.
It doesn't have to be yours.
You sorely misunderstand what is happening here. Death hangs over all of you now.
You've made a terrible, terrible mistake crossing me and my friends.
Last chance for mercy.
I don't believe you're capable of mercy or would care to deliver it. But me killing all of you, that will be a mercy. I will be quick and painless.
And then what do you attack, Rayonde? Or do you just say that?
I'm going to wait, but I am going to take the dodge action.
Okay. Xander. In your mind, you hear, as you also are floating down in your gaseous form, it says, land on the beach, pretend to be injured, beg for their assistance, draw them in.
Well, I'm obviously going to land on the beach then. I'd like to land on the beach.
Mm-hmm. You do. In the Helene is feather falling down, Karrin and Kerrin. You see Aiden making his way down as well.
You kind of see me crumple down onto the ground, and I grab my right leg and I kind of start clutching it, and I'm just like, help me,
Xander?
help me, help. Oh my God. Oh, I'm hurt. Oh, it hurts so bad.
That shouldn't have happened, Xander. Oh my God. You guys you should probably go help them. I can't really.
Of course.
Rayonde, help me. Aiden.
Xander, what's wrong?
Help! It's my leg. I can't feel it. I can't feel my leg.
Okay, well, there are a lot of. I don't think angry is the right description. They seem to be sharing some sort of consciousness. They seem hostile. Well, no, I know they're hostile.
Karrin and Kerrin run over to Xander.
Destroy the elves.
Okay, so I have one problem with this. Can I do anything to fight back at this moment, or am I under complete control?
Dominate monster. Yep.
All right. I don't mean anything.
Technically, I was supposed to take control of your character and do it for you, but that seems cruel.
I'm doing what you're telling me. All right. Who is the closest to me right now? Who's helping me out?
The twins.
Which
Which one
it
is
is
the
Karrin. Correct me if I'm wrong. Karrin, who would have been the most concerned about Xander. Yes.
I believe that's right.
Yeah, Karrin.
Is that right?
Yeah, I actually can't.
Karrin, yes.
Yeah, see, I know the difference between my babies. Karrin gets closest to you first, Zander. Kill them.
Okay, perfect. I'm so sorry. So I'm doing the thing, and I want to grab the back of Karrin's neck and kind of push. I have a small blade on my rear belt, and push that in between, kind of like the chest right here, like a sternum almost.
Roll to attack with advantage.
The first one was 26.
That is enough. Karrin, you run over and you feel the blade slide right in. And the moment it happens, everyone on the beach charges. All hell breaks loose. All of you give me initiative. Including you, D'Artagnan.
I was like, how does this work?
Mm-hmm.
I am the enemy. Oh my goodness. Well, I got a 1. Natural 1.
You don't go last so much as first in the next round.
That's the best possible result for evil Xander.
For evils.
That was a natural 20 for me for a 23.
18.
14.
30-20.
Sorry, I know it's extra silent. I'm just typing this so I don't deafen you all here with my Helene 18. Rayonde was what, sorry?
14.
Evil Xander.
Okay. And all right. The first one to act is the twins. He has attacked you for 20 points of damage, Karrin. Were he a rogue, this could have been a fatal attack, but he is not. What would the twins like to do?
I think at this point it would be pretty obvious that he's under some sort of magical effect. Correct?
I mean, I think that's probably a fair assumption, yes.
Then I'm going to go ahead and cast a spell magic on him at, just to make sure. Screw it. We're just going to go ahead and cast that at 5th level.
All right. Hang on. Let me just check something here. All right. That is not enough to free him.
Yeah, I figured as much, but we tried anyway. And
you very much put your hands on it, but you're certain when you touch him that there is an enchantment there. You just can't break it, but you know for sure there is.
I think Kerrin just looks into Xander's eyes and just like Xander can see like tears welling up in their eyes, and they just say, "Come back," and then sort of fall to the side, and that is going to be their action for this turn.
Oops, I wrote that in the wrong place. Aiden, as you are coming down, you witness this. You witness the attack from Zander. You see all of these creatures on the beach are attacking now. You see one of the twins slumping over as blood is starting to pump out of their chest, while the other one puts their hand on Zander, and you see the bright blue flash, but he's just got madness in his eyes still coming forward.
If I look around, do I see any of those tentacle monsters?
You do not. Actually, give me perception, but with disadvantage, Mitch.
All right.
Because there is a possibility.
Hey, okay, cool. 19.
You see one high in the air out over the water. Give me an Arcana check. I know it's not your strength, but we're going to see if our sneaky boy realizes something important.
Come on. I need this from... You know what? I need this from you.
You have your
And I
inspiration,
said a
don't
funny
forget.
thing about cheese earlier.
Remember,
Exactly. Got you. I got
sorry, didn't mean to take that from you. Sorry. Sorry.
All right.
I giveth and I taketh away.
All right. That's an 18.
Magic is not your strong suit, but you know at least enough about it as to how to avoid it.
I have some friends who are real good, and I spend some time around them, and they're cute. What?
You've seen things. You know what
Yeah.
they can and can't do.
Yeah.
Theoretically, one shouldn't be able to hold themselves like that and do whatever they're doing to Xander. That means there must be more than one.
Okay. But I don't have eyes on any other one, so that's probably not the one that's doing this to Xander, who frankly was suspect from the moment that he fell like a kickball player, just like, my leg. He's never been like that in our entire lives. He's like, I'm a stoic, manly man who feels no anything. But I guess I'd like to, as I'm falling, and I pushed off that wall, I want to go toward the horde. And I will activate Necrotic Shroud in front
Which
of them.
does what?
So that is charisma save or frightened.
Is it AoE? Is it anyone you touch? Is it anyone that looks at
10
you?
feet AoE.
Okay. What is the save DC?
12.
You see lots of them begin to scatter in the dark, and with just their kind of clawing mass, it's hard to tell. Some definitely flee, some don't. But you notice in the midst of them fighting, you all notice this kind of all at once. There's no screaming, yelling, the chaos of battle. They're all completely silent as they are just coming forward, trying to attack basically all at once. But yes, some of them are definitely running from you. Is that an action or like a bonus action or something?
Yeah, that's an action.
Okay. When this happens, Karrin, Kerrin, Helene, and Xander, all of you make intelligence saves. Pending what happens here, you will also have a chance to break out of the dominate monster, Xander.
30-20.
Okay.
I got a natural 1.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I got the same. Got a natural 1.
Okay. Aiden.
Oh, I wasn't called on that list. So.
Oh, yeah. No, you're out of the range of that. It was Karrin, Karrin, Helene, and Xander. Yes, you're correct. Sorry. You all see, Aiden, you see, the one that is floating looks down at them, and you see, and like a purplish light goes out over all of them. And all of you take 20. Well, no, Karrin and Kerrin, you're fine. It just hurts a lot. Xander and Helene both take 20 points of damage, and you are stunned. You have a chance to get out of it at the end of each of your turn, but you cannot move, you cannot speak. Xander, give me another intelligence save, because there's a chance that broke you out of the dominate monster, but not automatically. So let's see.
Yep, that's a 5. Yeah, that's a 5.
Nope, you are both stunned and compelled and also stunned. Well, you're there. So,
I'm super
Karrin and
stunned.
Kerrin, you see the two of them and just stand there. Helene, I will let you take your action because technically that happened at the same time. So while you will end up being stunned, you can do a thing and then be stunned.
Am I able to see the giant creature in the air above us?
Give me perception. Well, I'll say you see him because presumably, Aiden, did you call it out? You didn't say you call it out, but presumably did you call it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you're aware, Helene.
I got a 15 as well. It wasn't a natural one. She'll shoot a fireball at this guy. She's tired of messing around. Friends are talking weird, so she's got weird voices in her head. I don't like any of this. So yeah, she's gonna
it's
cast
a whole
fireball
move. Do not want
at them. I'm trying to decide which level currently.
Wait, is Xander still farts? This is really
Yes,
important. I need to
Yeah,
know.
but that doesn't work like that. But yes,
I'm gonna do it at a 4th level.
He's not incendiary in his gaseous form. Okay. You're gonna do it at what level? Sorry.
4th, they need a dex of 16 to save. Dex save is 16.
You do see the fireball arcs towards them and they just plummet straight down. They just fall for a few feet and then stop, but they will take half damage. So go ahead and roll it. And so they made the save, but they will still get hit by it. Okay. And then after that, though, you are in fact stunned. In Rayonde.
I'm going to. Am I still surrounded by many?
Oh yeah,
enslaved.
They're definitely like oncoming. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, I want to just spray an arc, 15-foot cone of fire to give myself some space. So
awesome.
Breath weapon time. So that is that's dex saves for them. DC 14.
Okay. Some of them, you find the front row of them are essentially like completely flat-footed, while a lot of them basically kind of duck behind this first row that starts getting burned up.
All right, well, then that first row takes 22 points of damage each, and then the ones behind them that made the save, they take half that.
Okay.
And then I use a bonus action to draw my katana and sharpen the blade, which is a Kensei monk action. So, and then I'm waiting for whoever comes next.
All right. And it is now basically the oncoming horde's turn. So do you have some reaction because of that?
Well, if they're firing missiles at me, I do. But
it's an anti-missile defense thing?
Yeah.
What is Rayonde's AC?
17.
You get hit a few times.
With melee weapons?
Yes. Do you have any particular counter for this?
Not that I've set up now.
Yeah. You have, I'm giving it to you different. Well, do you have any sort of like damage mitigation? Because I can give it to you as a lump or I can give it to you as individuals if that matters.
No, just give it to me as a lump, he said.
15 points of damage.
Okay.
Is just there clawing and fighting and scratching. Xander, you do not act because you are stunned. You do, however, have another chance now to make the save to see if you're out of it and can act going forward.
Out of the stun or
out of the stun? You will still be dominated, but you'll be free from the stun. So it is an intelligence save.
Ooh, natural 20.
You've snapped out of it and very intent on killing the elves. That, however, is your action because the save is at the end of your turn, so you very much are like, and
Not cool, Xander.
it's true. It's weird that sometimes you actually want it to stick and then it doesn't stick. You all see. Actually, Karrin and Kerrin, give me perception checks. Aiden, you can as well.
That was an 11 from me.
Okay.
Yep, 19 for me.
Aiden, you see out of the shadows right behind Helene, one of those creatures with particularly long tentacles and holding some sort of bizarre scepter is walking towards her as she's just standing there completely stiff. And you see its tentacles are starting to play out kind of towards her.
I call it out. Behind Helene!
It looks right at you, Aiden, and you hear in your mind, you had your chance to save her. Now she's mine. And we are back around to the top. Karrin and Kerrin, you do hear Aiden tell you this. If you turn around, you very much see Xander looking at you with hate in his eyes, and this creature stalking towards Helene.
I think we're going to go ahead and do a crossbow attack against the illithid that's coming up against behind Helene.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be an 18 plus 7, which is a 25 to hit.
It lodges right in it, and you hear it make this horrific screeching noise.
Yep,
It's like chalky white goo starts to appear.
Yeah, that's going to be 10 damage, and then we're also, as a bonus action, we're going to cast Spiritual Weapon. That is going to be at 4th level. And the weapon is going to take the form of Xander's favorite weapon.
And are you? And what is that, Zander? What is your favorite weapon?
The Great Sword.
Yep.
Yes.
So it's going to resemble Xander's greatsword, and then I'm going to go ahead and make my attack with that as well.
Against this extra tentacly one?
Mm-hmm. That is going to be a 15.
That is enough to hit it.
Cool.
Yay.
Awesome. So that is going to be, oh God, that was crap rolls. That's going to be 7 damage with the spiritual weapon.
Okay. It does start to like hack at it, and it like bats at it in all directions. All of you, Aiden, well, that was they had a natural 20. Aiden's got a dirty 20. So yes, Aiden is next. You see it is like the sword appears and is chopping, and it does seem distressed by it.
I would like to further distress this creature. I would like to distress it with my short bow.
By now, Aiden has landed, by the way. The
Yeah.
Aiden has landed.
There we go. All right. Okay. Good. I assume a 22 will hit.
That will.
Great. So I'm using a ranged weapon, so this is a sneak attack. I'm also using my necrotic shroud once per turn to have an attack to deal 12 extra points. So this is going to be a blackened arrow, blackened still further by
Super metal. I'm for it.
Oh, good. 7, 8 plus 4 is 32 plus 17 is 49 points of damage, of which 12 are necrotic.
You Barry, you tell me, were you going after the extra tentacly one that is actively going towards Helene, or the one that is kind of still floating in the air, but is like at least has been slightly burned?
The extra tentacly one, because I inferred earlier that couldn't be the one controlling Xander, so it might be this one, who furthermore confirmed that it was the one who threatened.
Right? You put a big hole in it, and like this foul-smelling ooze starts coming out of it. All of you make wisdom saves.
I'm
Actually not you,
action, just so that's
not you, Zander. Everyone else, including Rayonde. All of you make wisdom saves.
Even while I'm still in shock.
Yes, because it, ironically enough, you know what? No, you know what? I'll be nice to you. Nah, you don't have to.
I was going to ask if there was a disadvantage or anything, so thank you for that. I appreciate you as a human. Thank you.
Because you theoretically can have stacked up commands, where you're like, do this, unless you can't, then do this, then also do this other thing,
So 22 from me.
Okay. The twins are good.
12 for it.
Spent a point of luck, so that's going to be 19.
All right, 12 for Rayonde. All of you hear in your minds, give up, go home. Rayonde, you were like, okay, this isn't my problem. Time to head out.
I'd like to use stillness of mind. I'd like to concentrate and clear my mind. And I imagine the ocean, and I see the sun and Helene's face, and I end a charm effect on myself.
That is exactly what it was. So yes, you're like, yes, wait, no.
Not today.
I appreciate the mind flayer tried to hit you with no bout, basically.
Teach me your ways, Rayonde.
That brings it to Helene's turn. So again, you don't get to act because you were stunned. You do, however, get to save again to see if you can end the stun. So make let me double check. Sorry, my own thing. Another wisdom save, Helene. Oh, sorry. Intelligence. Sorry.
That is 24.
You do break the stun, so you are you cost your action, but you're because that thing is right there with its tentacles coming towards your head, basically. Real talk, had you not done that, its super was going to start eating your brain. So that's on behalf of everyone, I'm glad you made it, because that would be a giant hairball when it was chewing through your skull to get to
that sounds more like his problem than mine.
Yes, so you are free from the stun. After that, it is Rayonde.
All right, well, my stillness of mind used up my action, so that was that.
Okay. Well, if I can, well then technically,
I still have a bonus action.
Okay.
I will take disengage, step of the wind to use disengage as a bonus action, and then I want to use my movement to back up to try to rejoin the group.
Okay, you would be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
As you are running now, I'll say you do kind of run along the wall again, kind of past some of these hordes. Some of them do start shooting bows at you this time. Do you have a thing you can do about that?
I can deflect missiles. I can use my reaction to deflect or catch a missile.
They all miss but one. That is a natural 20. So they.
All right. Let's see. Work out what the damage is for it, and let's see if I can catch it.
It would be 12.
All right. I rolled an 8 plus 16, which is 24. So I've reduced the damage of it to 0. I'm going to spend another key point to take that arrow and throw it at. You said there were 2 illithids.
Yes, there is one that is floating in the air that you can see now, and one with particularly long tentacles that is on the ground.
I'm going to throw the arrow at that one.
Okay.
It's a ranged attack as a monk weapon. So, natural 1.
Mm-hmm. Swing. So, you throw it, and if you were about to throw it, and Xander jumps in front of it, and you throw it wide to a miss, hitting your friend there. Okay. All right. Then that is back to, hang on. These clawing masses are highly ineffective, Aiden. You dance and twist through their attacks as they're essentially almost stumbling over each other trying to get to you, but they have absolutely nothing. Xander, it is, however, your turn. Kill the elves.
I hate that he keeps telling me to do this. All right. Should I?
Really, he's only said it the once, but
should I act like I should kill them like a monster? Because that would be a different attempt.
No, you're you.
Okay, so like I'm
in the strictest technical sense, the illithid is using you like a puppet. So much so, I should take your character sheet and I should play your character. I just think that's kind of garbage. So, to the best of your ability, it is your intent to kill one of them.
Good. I'm so sorry. Okay.
For what it's worth, they know.
And also, I love PvP in D&D because it's so messed up.
It's super messed up. All right, I'm gonna do something really messed up. All right, I have my greatsword out. That's what I'm gonna do now, and I'm gonna attack with Axe and Surge, and I get 4 attacks. So I'm just gonna attack 4 times. That's as most as I'll do. I'll do the 4 times. Okay.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
First one's 19. Second one is 24. Third one is 12. Fourth one is 19.
That's 3 hits.
Sounds like 3 hits. Roll the damage. You all see Xander just lunges forward in a blur, beating and battering them with this sword.
Well, it's 5. Okay. So the first one is 9. Second one is 15. Third one is 11.
Including the damage from the initial stab, are they still standing?
We're okay-ish.
How did it make it?
Yeah.
But Xander there is definitely just going, just trying to really, not really any sense of reason going on.
Yeah. Karrin, as he is like blasting you with these attacks, you can see tears streaming down his eyes while he's doing this. And it is your turn. We are back to the top of the round.
I think that Karrin sort of lunges forward, bleeding profusely, and just sort of wraps themselves around Xander's waist. Like they're on their knees. They are incredibly bloodied. And they just hold on to Xander while Kerrin is sort of backing away a little bit. Shoot.
No, that's what I'm doing on my turn.
I think they're just going to try the dispel magic again. Like they're going to cast it at 6th level and hope it's enough.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
They both can. You can give me 2.
Well, the first one was pretty dang good. It was a 21.
You would know.
And the second one was a natural 20, so...
You're 100% sure you don't have it within you to dispel this enchantment.
All right, then we're not going to waste the magic on it.
The magic it takes to do it is greater than you can generate.
All right, then I think that we're going to do something pretty messed up ourselves, and we're going to cast Inflict Wounds at 5th level on Xander. I have to make a melee spell attack against him. Oh, God.
Floridas don't exist.
Yep, that's a... hold on just a second. That is going to be a dirty 20.
That is enough to hit Xander, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be 7d10 of damage. Sorry, not sorry.
Or
is that a melee attack or a spell
Yes.
attack?
It's a melee spell attack.
Yeah,
I have to be touching you, and one of them is.
Mm-hmm.
There's a parry in reactions.
Yeah, you can try.
Oh, God. 21 plus 9 is, 30 points of damage. That's 35 points of damage.
How does your parry work?
It says when another creature damages you with a melee attack, you can use a reaction and expend 1 superiority die to reduce the damage by the number you roll on your superiority die.
Okay. Roll that.
All right. How much was it? Oh, 10. I got 10.
So that's 25 damage to you. But I think that Karrin, as they cast the spell, is just basically crying and sort of screaming and trying however they can to shake you out of this, even to the point of hurting you to do so. And then I believe I also still have my bonus action for my spiritual weapon, so just let me know when
you do. But Karrin crying and bleeding, holding over you. You can't see it, but you feel it, Xander. But everyone else sees these thick lines of black necrotic energy work their way up Xander's back, and damaging you does give you another chance to break the enchantment. So you can make another wisdom save.
Would 10 be okay?
It is not. In fact, you're just more mad about it now. You're like, you're always so bad. Stab. Right. All right. That is now Aiden's turn.
Oh, wait, I still have my spiritual weapon. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That was going to be an 13 for a spiritual weapon.
I do not think that is enough. That is not enough to hit him.
Okay, cool. Well, that's a lithid, by the way.
Yes, I thought. Yeah. Okay. And Aiden, it is your turn.
Yeah. So I'm going to be shooting from stealth. So I'm rolling with advantage because I bonus actioned last round, and it's going right back at that same.
that radio edit over there.
Flames on the side of my face.
Mm-hmm.
There is one good feeling in this world. There's but one. And it is a natural 20 as a rogue. That is the only good feeling in this world.
That is what is good in life. Yes. All right. Please roll the damage. Tell me when you has it. Next, Helene, you and the Lich act simultaneously, but I will let you tell me what you do first. This actually all happens at once, though.
Is the Lich the only one left still? Were we able to take out?
Oh, no, there's an entire army, and there's one in the air and one on the ground.
Oh, okay, great. Yes.
The one on the ground is looking pretty bad, and Aiden's about to lay quite a lick on him also. But
that's the one that I was wondering if he got creamed yet. I'm gonna cast another fireball. I'm gonna go this one. I am gonna cast at a 6th level. I'm gonna use my 1 6th level slot that I have, and I'm going to blast that in the direction of all of these guys. Can I do that without hitting my friends? Or
yeah.
are they
Mm-hmm.
okay? So yeah, I'm just
no.
gonna.
You could drop it on the oncoming hordes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. They are pretty much all pinned in. You see the Illithid shoots up, straight up again. Where he dropped down before, he flies right up. And wow, boom. And how much damage was that, Aiden?
60, of which 12 is necrotic.
You see it is bleeding and oozing, and you can see like well inside of it, and bits of it are falling off, honestly. And it looks at all of you and it says, hold on. It just looks
I
at
hide
you.
for 22. Thank you.
It looks at you and it's like, pathetic creatures, I will have my revenge. And it disappears. Let me check one thing. When it leaves, Xander, you snap out of it. You are back with Karrin's bloody body wrapped around yours, and you are 100% clear on what you've done.
Come back. Come back.
I'm gonna run. I'm just gonna run into the tunnel as fast as I can.
All right, hang on here. But the other Illithid technically has to act. Let's see, how much damage was that, Helene?
There we go. 46 damage.
Boom! Arms and legs and bits of things kind of go in all directions. You can't get them all because there are hundreds of these things, but you definitely blow like a significant swath. It like illuminates the entire cave. Like everything like flashes, and for a second it's almost like noon there.
They literally asked for it. They went up inside of my brain and asked me, Helene, will you fireball us all? And I was like, yeah, sure, I can make that happen.
I mean, I can verify that you didn't make it like this. They made it like this. I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes. However, the flying one thinks that is an excellent idea and drops a fireball right back down on you guys. So all of you give me dex saves because you're like, boom, ha. And he's like, you know what? Yeah, okay. Boom. Against all of you.
25 with evasion. So what is even a fireball?
Aiden,
Sounds fake to me.
Everybody else is about to find out.
10.
Same. 10.
Don't I have that? Don't I have the thing that lets me reduce damage?
Oh, isn't evasion a key thing on you, maybe?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I'm looking for it right now. Let's look up in features and traits. That's probably where it is.
Helene, well, tell me if you've got it, but and this is true, I just rolled. You were like, whoo, 46, boom, from up there. Boom, 47 on everyone here that doesn't make the save.
All right, I got a 17.
Much better to give than to receive. No, both Aiden with your, what was it, 20?
25 with evasion.
Yeah, they seem like, and what did Xander have? Because this does happen before you can flee, by the way. It's not your turn.
15.
Yeah. So everyone but Aiden takes the full brunt of that. 47 points of fire damage.
Evasion.
Yeah.
Helene is looking in really bad shape right now. She kind of is. She's stumbling a lot.
Yeah. That is again. That is not accounting for any damage mitigation, whatever you might have. It's just raw 47 fire damage.
I'm in death saves now.
Karrin does not get up from this explosion.
Nope.
Xander, when you turn and try and leave, you realize their body just sort of kind of falls limp to the ground as you pull away.
I seriously don't know what to do in this situation.
It is technically it's not your turn. It is technically Rayonde's turn.
Can I see? I see Helene is badly injured.
Oh yeah,
and I also see that Kerrin is badly injured.
Kerrin has fallen to the ground. Helene is stumbling and
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, but he wouldn't know.
It's true. Yes. And you do see Helene is both is battered and bruised and burned and does not look like she can take much more.
I rush over to her and shield her with my body.
Do you say anything when you do this?
No, I am crying.
Helene, you see him basically just like grab you and try and get between you and these enemies and this horrific creature floating in midair.
She scrambles kind of towards him and is also like leaning behind him, but very much like holding on to him, like she's happy that he's there.
Now, Xander, it is in fact your turn.
Okay, so this has happened. Falls down as I try to leave, right? So I'm just going to be like, Karrin, and I'm going to slowly try to lift them up and then put my rope around the back and kind of do like almost like a backpack out of them and just start running as fast as I can to the rope and trying to get out of this. So that's what I'd like to do with my turn. However far I can get with that.
You're trying to physically get them out of there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do I'm gonna physically try to do that. I'm gonna do the second wind to regain some health, which is actually if I can do that. Let's go 20 for the health thing. The second wind.
All of you hear in your minds at once. I'm feeling merciful. You don't have to die here. Surrender now, and I will let you live.
How about you just take some of us and let the rest of us go?
Surely you don't mean that.
No, some of them, if you are feeling merciful, then let those who are injured leave. Let Helene and the others who have been badly wounded go. And I'll stay. I'll do what you ask.
You would offer yourself, you and my champion. And he does hold a hand up and point at Xander.
I cannot speak for him, but if there are those among us who have failed, it is he and I.
Xander, you hear this in your mind.
I got that drive right now. I'm just trying to get them out of here as fast as I can and to safety because I have failed and I've killed them. Yeah, I'm just trying to.
You hear it again, Xander. It's like these terms are acceptable. Come back to me, boy. You and the red one will be of some use.
Is it swaying me at all? Because if
No, it's up to you. No, I mean, like he is not.
No,
this is not a mental effect. This is like a.
Zander,
no.
Come back. You need to come down here.
No. I killed them. I killed.
No,
and I
not
just
done yet. They can still be saved.
no. I want to kind of get to that rope and just keep going. I'm not thinking.
Bring them back.
Rionda, you can't go. Xander, what do you mean you killed them?
You do see him, Helene, trying to climb with like their limp body sort of like over one shoulder and kind of
Helene, you're just unconscious, but we have to make a decision now. And those of you who are already injured, I'm assuming he wants to have us fight in some sort of arena or compete in some way, and we can do that.
You see
the rest of you need to go.
The remaining members of the army are sort of walking over the burned and crushed corpses of the others that you'd fireball, Helene, and they're just filling in. Sorry, Helene, you were saying something?
What do you want to do, Rayonde?
Don't worry. They can't control my mind. They tried and they can't, so I'll wait and I'll bide my time. And Zander, he knows too. And if anything, we know how to make a fight look real.
I'm staying right beside you.
You can't. You're injured here. Go, and you have to figure out a way to get us out of here and to find Molt.
I don't want to leave you though.
It's fine. We'll just be working on two different paths. They'll be parallel. We will come together. We'll be together after this.
You promise me.
I promise.
Have faith in
us.
And she gives him a kiss and runs off towards the others.
You see this creature just sort of turns its head slightly, and it's like, and you hear the words coming from it this time now, and it's saying them out loud instead of in your mind. And it looks right at you, Xander. It says, I'm going to kill you at the count of 5. Your friend will not survive. 1.
No, there's something we can do. There's something I can do for you. Just tell me. I'll do anything. Just don't hurt them. If you want to take me, you can take me. That's fine.
That was not so difficult.
Yeah.
Do you climb back down?
Yeah, I just kind of make that descent back.
It looks at you, Kerrin, and it's like, I gave my word. You have my permission to save them.
I'm going to cast Healing Word at 5th level. I'm sorry, 6th level. Anyone in 60 feet of me is about to get 64 plus 4 of healing.
He says, come along, Rayonde. Zander, step forward.
As you said before, we are at your mercy.
That's
what you have us do.
What's sorry there?
That's 18 to everyone who needs it.
That is enough to bring your sibling off of death's door and back to consciousness. Xander and Rayonde, you feel you feel lightness come under your feet as if you could fly.
Can I fly?
Mm-hmm. You can. Like, come closer. Treachery will result in their deaths.
I want to put Kerrin down.
They are awake now. They can see you.
Xander?
I didn't mean it. You have to know I didn't mean it. I didn't.
I know.
I was under control. I swear I didn't
I
mean for you
know.
to die. I didn't mean for you to die.
I didn't. I'm okay. What are you doing?
I have to go now. You have to keep them safe.
I have to keep you safe.
I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be back. Don't worry. I'm gonna be fine. Just get out of here as fast as you can. Don't look back. Don't wait for me. Just leave.
We'll come back. We all will.
No. Don't come back. Just leave. This is for your safety. I messed up. I failed you, and I have to make this better again. Me and Rayonde, we will take care of this. Okay? We will come back to you. Do not come back here.
Karrin reaches out and takes Xander's hand and sort of holds it to their face. And they look at Xander and they just sort of nod sadly, but they give his hand a squeeze and then slowly let it go and back away towards their twin. You promise?
I promise.
Do you two fly up towards it?
Yeah.
When you get closer, you hear in your mind, with this, their lives are spared. And it holds out a hand to each one of you.
I take it grudgingly.
Yeah.
I'm
Reluctantly.
looking at it while I do it.
When you get closer and you hold one of its hands, one of the tentacles pushes the hood back, and you can see its face is gray and pale, and one of its eyes is like solid white, and there's like patches in its flesh, and it says, "You too will be of some use." And you all see the three of them vanish. Gone. The remaining ones on the beach all just sort of look at you blankly, and they turn and just start wandering in different directions. Like whatever was keeping them together isn't anymore. Some of them just stand still. Some walk east, some walk west, some start climbing the very rope you left behind. They just start meandering.
I'm not sure what that was. Yeah, this is all very weird, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And Helene walks over to Karrin and Kerrin and hugs them.
Where's Aiden?
Here.
What was that?
We could probably get some kind of help in Skullport. Because I feel like it's going to be too difficult to go back to Waterdeep.
Kerrin, we're going to need you to scry again. We're going to need to find where they are. You can find Zander. You can find Rayonde. We're getting them back. If we need reinforcements from Skullport, we'll get reinforcement from Skullport. If we need to bring this whole Underdark to ruins,
yeah,
we're getting them back.
And Helene also hugs Aiden in close too. We're gonna do this, guys. Enjoy.
We just need 10 minutes.
Yeah, you rest up. We're gonna get him back, Karrin.
I realize we're a little bit early, but I think that is a fantastic place for us to stop. Here on the shores of the Sunless Sea. We will see you all next week.